Hey guys, Sifu here from Strange Encounters Down Under. I have the one and only Ben Hurle here from the Victorian UFO Action Group. Is that right?
Correct, that's right.
Mate,
yes.
What a fantastic presentation today. We had a couple of really good presentations today. One was from the young fella himself here, and the other one was from an even younger fella, Mr. Rex Gilroy. So we had a couple of worlds colliding here, and we tied it up really well together at the end, didn't we?
We did, yeah. It all came together.
Absolutely.
Well,
and there was a lot of story coming out of your presentation. Yeah.
Oh, there was. Yeah. I've got lots of UFO encounters from around Victoria, both old historical ones through to the current day. A mixture of different type of encounters, different types of craft, different types of witnesses. And the state where I am and all states around the country have got a really rich UFO history.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like guys, if you're just tuning in, we're at Cardwell UFO Festival. But actually, I'll swing around here. We've got a gentleman here loitering in the background. I don't think he needs any introduction. He's taking a few souvenir habitats.
He is, yeah.
We'll have a talk to Mr. Gilroy a bit later on. So, mate, what's happening in the world of reports down in Victoria at the moment? Any exciting trends or
look, it's been it fluctuates all the time. So you go through periods of time where you don't get much in the way of reports. It's just there's nothing happening.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden you get 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they'll all come in fairly closely after each other. Usually not related.
Yeah.
Which is interesting as well. Yeah. So it's not like you've got 3 people reporting the same event, which I'd love to happen. So you tend to get a variety of different things coming in at different times. One of my things is I think that as I said in my presentation, I think a lot of the really good cases have happened in the past.
Yeah.
And we're not seeing quite the same level of encounters now that we had.
What do you think that's about? Do you think it's just because of a bit of a hesitation in the reporting of the phenomena, or is it just the actual number itself?
I think it's the number of what's happening, because I think people are more willing and able today to report something in a much more open society that we live in.
Yep.
Whereas in the 1960s, to come out and talk about something back then, I think was pretty brave. When it comes to paranormal experiences. So
how was the story that came out this afternoon? There was so much richness in the story.
Yeah.
We even had Mr. Gilroy talking ETs.
We did have Mr. Gilroy talking ETs.
When do you hear that?
Yeah,
not very often.
No,
he actually said, I'll get him in the background here just in case he's here. He's very
focused.
He's very focused, like quite literally focusing on. Who's he focusing on back there?
Yeah, he's looking at the Yowie.
He's just for something completely different. It's nice to have a bit of a change of focus.
That's right.
No, but he's actually said to the crew here that he's going to be back next year with a what?
Ooh, with a what?
With a what?
Maybe you should come along.
A plaster cast.
Yes.
A plaster cast.
Maybe you should come along and find out.
Of an ET. He's got a lot. Don't just say stuff like that, Rex, and walk off. He drops the bombshell, guys, and he walks off. We've got to interview him soon.
We will.
Yeah, so there was some real richness in the story here today, guys. Really well run festival, would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always so well put together by the organisers, and as I said at the start of my talk, I really encourage the greater population out there to come along and support it. You really will have a great time.
Yeah, it's really good because like what we're trying to do, Cosmic Girl, Cheryl Gottschall from UFO Research Queensland and myself on Strange Encounters Down Under, trying to encourage members of the public to come out and share their stories, no matter how, in air quotes, strange it appears to be, because the message here, the play of the day, is you're not alone. There's a lot of commonality, isn't there, in some of these stories?
One thing that was really interesting to see today is that how much sort of community there actually is within this phenomenon, even with complete strangers who you've never met before can come up and talk to me or to each other and share their experiences. And I think that's probably one of the singular most important things about festivals, about conferences, is the ability for people to. I mean, you can look on the internet forever, but there's nothing like coming and talking to people, listening to people, sharing their experiences.
Well, it's what we talked about too, Ben, I guess, in terms of healing and integration. People are really traumatised by some of these encounters. Would you agree, Ben?
Absolutely.
And they come here. We had evidence of that today in the sharing of some story, but there was some real solace there, wasn't there?
There was. A lot of solace and empathy.
Empathy,
I think that's the right word for people's experiences and a preparedness to listen and an open mind.
That was beautiful.
I think that's really good. You haven't got people jumping up saying, oh, I don't think that's all rubbish. That's not the case. People are generally very supportive.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Particularly in this sort of forum.
Yeah. It never ceases to amaze me, though.
Yeah.
So, in a nutshell, where are we going in Victoria? What are you trying to do as an organisation down there in terms of your investigation? Are you changing direction? Are you switching things up a little bit? Are you trying anything new?
Yeah, look,
what's going on?
Well, we've gone through a
Hi,
lot.
Bazza.
We've gone through a lot of evolution. Definitely.
In terms of what?
Barry Taylor. I know Barry. Hi, Barry.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows Barry.
Come on, seriously.
So look,
It's like saying you know Santa.
it's like saying this. So we've really we've evolved over a long time. Like, you know, as I said earlier, we sort of tried to sort of be a little bit pyramidally structured in terms of like a MUFON sort of a structure, but we've moved away.
That's a dirty word, isn't it? Come on.
We've moved away from that model here. Yeah, we've moved away. Like, we've got a much more fluid organisation.
Oh,
less
Cosmic Girl.
people.
Cosmic Girl's just
Girl's
joined us.
watching.
Hey,
Hello.
Cosmic Girl, how are you? Greetings from sunny Cardwell. It's beautiful up here.
Great day up here.
Hey, Cosmic Girl, am I allowed to actually have a few drinks tonight, or have you got me doing something else a little bit later on? So go on. So we're talking about that.
So about the organisation.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you know,
structure,
and like all organisations, it goes through periods where it's up and happening, it quietens off for a while, life gets in the way, all that happens. So the things I want us to focus on in the future are definitely continuing to collect reporting from people, giving people the ability to place a report with us, to get it off their chest, to share it.
Yep.
I think it's important that we continue hosting events as much as we can. So whether it's speakers, both domestic and international speakers, sharing them among the states in the same way that we do.
Bit of cooperation.
Yeah, cooperation. It breaks down the cost, especially if you're talking people from the States.
Yeah.
It costs money to get them out here. Australia's not too bad, a few domestic flights, not a big deal. But if you're talking international flights and all that, it really adds up to the cost. So I think it's important for us to continue doing that. Most importantly of all, I think we need to keep doing our videos, our little grassroots UFO vignettes, if you like, or
I want to
whatever.
see Bazza, and I want to see Cosmic Girl out there in the field. I reckon it's a bit overdue, yeah?
I think so.
They got to come back out here. Get out here, come on, it's not too bad. We'll hold your hand a little. It's all good. See, there's a dare here from your southern counterparts here, Cosmic Girl. Oh, Cosmic Girl says yes. Okay, well done. Awesome. Hey, I love what you were talking about before, Ben, and just in terms of the organisation, and you love that whole thing about it being a little bit like a guerrilla organisation. So, like,
I think it needs to be, I really do.
explain that a little bit more.
Okay, well, I was talking about before, is when you get an organisation, the bigger it gets, it becomes like an oil tanker, and it gets very hard to move around. There's too many people involved in decision making. And I think when you've got a smaller group with kind of more like equal people rather than really a structural, you know, like ranking type of an approach to it, you can all get together quickly, you can talk about what you want to do, you're much more able to be fluidly moving, doing things in a guerrilla style, to be as proactive as you can be.
Not in a gorilla suit, otherwise you'd have to like the
Well, you
likes
wanna
of
race.
Mr. Gilroy
Yeah.
snapping photos of you,
Snapping
you know?
photos, so-
or trying to get a plastic cast off your backside.
Now, I've got a pretty big foot, so
Oh, yeah, sure, I did say that.
So,
Let's have a look
go down
here.
there somewhere,
Oh, I
so-
can't, I'm going to flip my camera, but not do
no,
that.
better not do that.
No.
So it's important, I think, that, and I like the fact that each state has got pretty much got its own representation, and we don't really need some national structure. It doesn't work. It's been tried before in the past. It just doesn't work. It's really hard to do that. So if you've got committed people within each state doing their own work, and as your friends, and you can talk to each other.
Yeah, that's great.
That's really all you can ask for.
Yeah, that's awesome. Any parting words of wisdom for all the followers of the phenomenon out there, even pointing them in the right direction?
Okay, first thing I want to say to people is make local inquiry. If you're interested in the phenomena, this phenomena or any other phenomena, there is nothing more exciting than what is happening in your own backyard. It really is, I find that the most exciting of all. So get out amongst your people in your own local area, ask questions.
You're getting sledged here. Ben using braille. Cool.
I talk with my hands all the time, I'll put them back here. So, yeah, you really just, get local. Go local. That's what I say.
Yeah, we found that too. And I was just saying, Bass and Cosmic Girl, Jamie and I, we've been based ourselves out in Innisfail. And when the local publican found out what we did, we were just inundated with people giving us specific locations. I'm not talking farms, like where people are going, oh, we've got a local banana farmer up here, he's got property, he's got a big hairy thing living in the back paddock, and he doesn't want to go down there. So it doesn't really get more precise than that. So hopefully, if the budget permits, I'll come back up here very soon and do some other investigating around that. And it's not just that, it's UFO phenomenon, it's psychic phenomenon, there's a whole range of high strangeness going on up here in far north Queensland.
I think that's 100% true. It's a very active area up here. I think it's been active for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
And it's such a magical place, far north
It is,
Queensland.
it's awesome.
It has its own aura up here that's really hard to describe. You know, it's really very. I mean, every area of Australia has got its own particular beauty and interest. But I think that this area up here is it's really timeless up here.
It is, hey. One thing that you said, and I'm just in finishing up with your presentation today, I loved it when you said this UFO phenomenon, there's no rhyme or reason, there's nowhere special to encounter this. You can encounter this anywhere. I guess that just begs for the point that all we need to do is get out of our own way and actually step out the front door, look up and out and around, and just open our minds, open our hearts and up to basically anything. Don't pigeonhole it, just let it happen, folks. And this is what Jamie and I have discovered for ourselves on this road trip, which is really amazing in itself.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more with that. It really is very important. Get out there, have a look around, open-minded, find like souls, like-minded people, find people who aren't like-minded as well. I mean, you know, you've just got to get out there and talk to everybody out there around the phenomenon and people who aren't involved, trying to get them involved as well, you know, as much as they want to be. So, yeah, get amongst them.
Mate, pleasure meeting you tonight. Really enjoyed your presentation.
Thank you.
It was phenomenal. Great to see you. And I look forward to following you a little bit more. And are you going to do that next year?
Well, if they invite me, I'll definitely come back.
I don't know, Cosmic Girl, if they're going to invite me back. I don't know if I made a monkey out of myself. You know what I'm like. And I haven't had any drinks.
You did a good job with those
Hey?
Hosting, facilitating the open mic was really good. I think you did a great job on that, and it got people out and sharing, which is what it's all about.
Excellent. Well, you know, I'm really grateful to the organisers for letting us be a part of it and representing Strange Encounters Down Under and UFO Research Queensland.
Absolutely.
Hopefully I'll still have a job when I get back, Cosmic Girl. You won't sack me, will you? I'm not. There's nothing coming up on the screen there, so I guess she's leaving me in limbo. Okay, folks. So hopefully I'll be back in a couple of minutes with the famous Mr. Rex Gilroy talking all things big and hairy.